Passionate about music.
Sam Sparro, hello.
Good afternoon, morning.
You're throwing me as well. Are you all right?
I'm well, thank you. I'm
Excellent.
very well.
Well, you got to be, because you're out with Kylie, I see.
I was out with Kylie.
Partying with Kylie. What was all that about? Was it the Fashion Awards or something?
It was the Glamour Woman of the Year Awards.
And she picked it up?
Last night, yeah. And she looked really lovely in it. She was wearing like a gold Stella McCartney gown.
Fantastic, isn't it? The glamour.
Yeah. It was great. It was good fun.
Don't think I've ever seen her looking rough, actually, Kylie. I think it's well deserved, isn't it?
No, she's totally gorgeous. Always glamorous. Very classy.
Yeah. Are you good friends with her? You're quite close, aren't you?
No, I mean, I don't know her that well, but she's always really sweet, really polite to me, and we had a really nice chat last night.
Cool.
I love her new video, Time Bomb. I think it's really cool.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talking of somebody who's looking good, I think you can qualify for that role as well. That new tache, which I have to say is looking quite cool.
Thank you.
You seem to have quite a lot of fans of the tache, because I think with the moustache, I think it's quite hit and miss, isn't it, for a lot of people? I think you've certainly pulled it off.
Polarizing. I think some people really hate it. Some people are totally offended.
I quite like that, though. I quite like it because I've always been a fan, right from when I was young, of the tache, Tom Selleck, and I like, because it's quite a cloney look, isn't it? It could be quite a cloney look. I think you've pulled it off, though.
Thank you. I'm a fan of the tache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's a big tache wearer for you, though? I mean, who do you think looks good in a tache?
Well, there's not a lot of tache-wearing men in the mainstream at the moment.
Not enough, yeah.
No, but, Errol Flynn, Clark Gable, Prince.
The classic look, isn't it?
Tom Selleck, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, you were spotted by Andrew Hayden-Smith, I think it was on the Breakfast Show actually this morning, on South Bank, looking buff, and that is the word that he's used.
Oh, really?
Yep. Was that yesterday?
It was yesterday. I mean, I was there yesterday, yes.
Now, you got a new single out, which we love. We've playlisted it. I Wish I Never Met You. I thought you were such a nice boy with a title like that. It's a great song.
I do, just don't cross me because I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, crikey. He's got a dark side.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell us about the single. How did you write? What's it about, first of all?
Well, it's about my mum. No, I think it's pretty obvious. It's about an ex. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something anybody can relate to, or almost anybody. If you can't relate to it yet, you will probably at some point.
Yeah.
When you go through a breakup and you have this moment of just being really angry and basically feeling I wish I'd never met you. And
you play a gangster in the video as well in LA.
Yeah, the video is a story of revenge. It's set in the Prohibition era in the 30s in LA. Yeah, and I play a gangster called the Bird.
Grabbing the gun and popping it off like Madonna style. I love it. It's brilliant. Remind me not to meet you on a dark alley.
Okay.
Now, the new album as well, which is Return to Paradise, comes out in June.
Yeah.
Comes out in just a few weeks,
June 18th,
actually. Yeah. Is it easy to sum up? Because I think you've always had that quite eclectic feel about your music, haven't you? I think you can't really describe what your music is. I think some people say it's alternative, some people say it's dance. It's probably a mixture of all those, isn't it? And pop as well.
This, I mean, I think this record's more cohesive, although it is quite eclectic, but it's really inspired by 1978 to 1985 soul, funk and disco, American R&B stuff. So it's sort of, it's nostalgic. I think I was really pining for that sound and live instruments, horns and strings and lush arrangements.
Yeah.
So that's part of the title, Return to Paradise. It's about a state of mind, but it's also about an era and a place that I really hold dear.
Is it better for you not to be able to categorise yourself? Because I think a lot of artists would probably prefer that, wouldn't they? Because it's less obvious, I think, in a way.
I mean, I don't really think too much about it. I don't mind if people want to categorize me, but I definitely have lots of interests, and I think I'm fairly complex. So I just kind of do what I want to do and explore different territory, and yeah, there's lots of things to learn and see and do, and I mean, I just kind of say pop. You know, people say, what kind of music do you do? I say pop because it's kind of like a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose it's, you know, it's quite a lazy thing just to kind of sum up somebody's work in one word. It's not always that easy, though, is it, with a lot of artists, I think?
Yeah.
Especially people that you admire. I mean, Björk, for one, you know, for one artist that I think you're a fan of, aren't you? I don't think you can sum her up either.
Yeah, I mean, she's just a consummate artist, you know, really just explores all of the mediums. She's a great visual artist, she's a great actress, a great composer, singer, performer. I admire that. There's a lot of artists like that I admire, you know, people like Grace Jones, who sort of sticks her toe in everything.
Yeah. Quite feisty as well, quite, you know, determined.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Talking of Björk, I read somewhere, I think it was on our website actually, that you were quoted as saying that you're most likely to wear a swan, which I loved. I was delighted by that because I have actually worn a swan. It wasn't, you know, real, but I did wear the swan dress. I did it as a kind of fancy dress thing for an indie night that I did. It was the most liberating thing I've ever done. Seriously, what I've ever worn. I came alive when I wore that thing. It was brilliant.
And where can we find these pictures?
There are pictures on, I think it's probably Facebook, actually. Everybody's going to be going there now just to have a laugh. Lovebox, you're on the lineup for Lovebox, which is very exciting.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Lovebox. Going to be sharing the stage with some of my absolute favourite artists of all time.
Yeah.
So Grace Jones, for one, Chic and Shaka Khan, you know, artists that I really admire, and actually artists that inspired my new work. So it feels totally appropriate and just really exciting, actually. Yeah.
I think you're a perfect act for Lovebox as well. I mean, because we've been for the last few years, and it is a very eclectic festival, isn't it? It's very cool.
Yeah, this is actually going to be my first time there. I've never been to Lovebox.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you're going to love it.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, because Grace Jones was headlining a couple of years ago, and you probably heard all the reviews.
I've heard all about it, yeah.
Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Hula hooping on stage.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah. But I love the fact that Lovebox isn't, you know, it's kind of uber gay, I suppose, in a way, the Out and Out Fierce Sunday, but not in an obvious way. It's you know, kind of, you know, it's not gay versus straight, because everybody's welcome, but it's just a really cool festival.
Yeah. Sunday's like the coolest lineup, I think, in the festival.
Sunday is, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's a great weekend. Yeah, of course. No, because you're on it. You're on the line. We totally get you. Adam Lambert, tell us about him, because I've seen you tweeting him, and obviously you've done a couple of tracks on his album as well, which is #1 in America, I think.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Exciting. Yeah, it's really great. Adam worked really hard on that album, and I saw him, you know, throughout the process of it, and he was really determined to make a great pop album, and I think he's really done it. So him and I are friends. I love working with him. He's funny as anything, just so funny.
He's got a really dry wit, isn't it? He's been here a couple of times.
He's really sharp.
Yeah, I spoke to him a few weeks ago, but he also came down a couple of years ago in person, and he's just the nicest guy. But he has a really great sense of humour, quite a dry, dark sense of humour, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. We both do. So we both get along really well.
So how did you meet him? How did that job come up that you wrote for the album?
Well, I actually worked with him on the previous one as well. So I met him when he was on American Idol, and we've just been friends, you know, ever since, sort of like the last 3 or 4 years, probably. Yeah, about 3 years.
Brilliant.
We go out sometimes and hang out and call each other and gossip.
Yeah, it's good to gossip. Got a couple of questions here, Sam, from a couple of listeners. First of all, Torsten, who's in Brighton. What is in your pocket?
Hi, Torsten. What is in my pocket? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing?
No, because these pants are quite tight.
No money, especially after last night partying with Kylie. Mind you, you probably didn't need much money.
I didn't spend any money last night, no.
We got one from Ian as well. Black or gold?
Black.
Always black?
Sometimes gold.
Okay. Good to have a bit of glitter on
and
top
black
of the dance.
And gold.
Black
okay?
and gold. There you go, you see, both. Why compromise? I love it. Listen, Sam, it's great chatting to you. Wish you all the best for
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
And we're looking forward to seeing you at Lovebox as well, and the album too, when that comes out.
Thank you.
All the best, and thanks for chatting to us.
Okay, see you.
Cheers.
Passionate about music.